Okay. So, as the title implies, we're, actually, let me give it a second to load. So, like today's stream title implies, I'm hoping if we don't start it today, then by the end of the stream, we should be ready to go to Gorgon and thus start the first of the game's two DLCs. Um, I didn't read much to spoil myself. I did look ahead. Scylla, where we are now, after this comes Byzantium. Byzantium's basically the end of the game. There's maybe like one more little area you go to after that, but we're not far from the end of things. I'd like to do the DLCs before we hit Byzantium. And for that, I need to be, I think it says level 25. So, good chance we'll make it today. We're only 2 levels away. The second DLC needs level 30, but I'm pretty sure we'd cover that by the time I finished with Gorgon. For now, though, what's here? Okay, standard.
If I were a hermit, I'd choose to live on a desolate rock orbiting the middle of nowhere.
Actually, gotta find you. Okay, I brought the two people I should bring with me for this. They both have their companion quest finish out here. Interesting. Why is it pointing me back up there? Wait. Let's just go ahead and buy a butt ton of ammo while I'm here. I did take both the perks to make it more readily available and a lot cheaper. Alright. Oh, because it's... That's weird. Do I have to land on a different part of the system or something? Excuse me. That's weird. Why is it telling me to go to Byzantium? Oh, because I'm set to the city in the stars. Hmm. There we go. That should fix it. Sorry, being a bit of a derp right now. We want these two because they're the two of quest we gotta deal with right now. Let's get to work. Hmm. Doesn't really look like there's anything. Just follow the road.
What was that?
Incoming!
Why did I do that? I don't reload anymore.
Right.
We're getting close to the hermit. I can feel it.
Big mistake.
Hello. Yes, I am being a bit stupid about ammo. Why did I do that? This one sounds good. Hmm. Hi.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
We are to get this book translated. Max.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Come a long way to help Max get some peace. Or anything you can do to help?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
Well, Max just said he was prepared, didn't he? Oh, wait, no, better. When you say ingredients, you mean drugs, don't you?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness.
Well, he did say he was prepared, didn't he?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
Well, shit. We've come this far. If we die, at least we'll die hearing colors and seeing sound.
I'm committed to taking as many drugs as possible, so count me in as well.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Where are you? Where are you? Max, we're gonna get you so freaking high you'll see her from here. Let's go. grieve deeply. Don't mind if I do.
Poor Maximilian. Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
My face? What's wrong with your face? Where'd you get that second mouth? I want a second mouth.
If she's a hallucination, well... Oh, wait. Yeah, if she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
What in the void do you expect him to find inside himself? It's just blood and squishy bits and... Oh no. If I vomit on you, I want you to know I ain't sorry.
Bringing Nyoka was the best call here. Though part of me wonders what would happen if I brought Sam, seeing as how he probably can't get high. Okay, Vision Mom, how about giving us answers instead of hollow platitudes?
And platitudes from a figment of my imagination, no less.
Who said I wasn't a figment of your mind? But you know the truth. You don't need someone else to tell you. You've always known it. Everyone knows it. They just won't see it. We're overwhelmed with stories from our earliest days. The stories others tell us, and the stories we tell ourselves. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I could tell you all manner of stories. If I weren't... I'm sticking to alcohol from now on.
Mom's right, Max. Your story blinded you to the truth and landed you in prison.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Didn't your study push you to study band... Story push you to study band works and unlock the secrets of the plan?
No, I just wanted to prove to my parents that damn it. You're right.
Max, you need to lay the past to rest. What happened with your father and I, it's long dead. To attain your goals, you must live in the chaos. Be fine with the chaos. Whether you resist or not, it will take you wherever it wants. More assuredly than even the fictional architect's plan you slave away to prove.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
I am a shadow, the true self. No. If he does, he shouldn't. He's a better man than he gives himself credit for.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, Captain, but I don't know. Is it wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you, the contented you, me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation, because it will set us free, won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision. To have your life completely controlled. The illusion of certainty. Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
Yep, please don't do that. I'm invested in being me.
Your individual self is what's not real. It is simply a concept. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
You're doing great, Max. Do you think the hermit would mind if I threw up in the corner?
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
What happened?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing. Everything is perfect.
I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
There may be something to that. You seem happy, or at least not angry.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Nope, she's still with us. Can we talk to her again?
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
I'd ask what you both were talking about, but I'm afraid you'd answer.
How right you are. Words are overrated.
We should go. Also, if you have a mop, you might wanna just saying it was a hell of a trip. Oh, because it moved me over to the City in the Stars. No thanks. So we gotta go find... Actually, I don't want to mark that one just yet. Not this. I want to go to Solution Vital, because I'll probably find some primals along the way. Scylla's a lot tinier than I expected. I guess in the base game, Monarch was the biggest area. Like, I'm thinking I'm only a couple weeks out from having this game beat. I was expecting it to go a little longer. I know it's not a huge game, at least, you know, as far as RPGs are concerned, but it's going a little faster than I thought. Not a bad thing, though. Oh, hello, I hear that. Ah, it's the things I need to kill.
Done here.
Hmm?
Hey, outlaw. You know, you didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
What?
Multiple fractures, lacerations, and untreated burns detected. Signs indicative of sudden, violent crash landing.
Yep, that's me. No big deal. Just shrugging off my injuries as I stroll away from another flaming impact crater.
Also detecting constipation, hair loss, reduced fertility due to tight trousers. Recommend stimulant injection.
Hair loss? You take that back.
So the infertility's okay?
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat.
Captain Irion, I take it?
The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she?
She did.
I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these Automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense.
Any idea what those pirates were after?
Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle.
Ooh, what will you do now?
Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, I'm as skilled a mechanic as I am a violence resolution expert. Then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're very late. Then you might consider defaulting and skipping station. Those fees will bankrupt you.
Okay. Not you. Excuse me. I'm going to Alt-Tab out for a moment because there's something real quick I want to do. Mainly, that guy sounds familiar, so I'm going to see if I can IMDb him. Eh. There's a lot of people listed as an additional voice, but nobody has him specifically. Because, kind of annoying. I swear I recognize him. I swear, I just don't know off the top of my head. Wait. Oh, think I see him. Hi, guys. Okay, we're not done yet. We gotta kill a few of them. Actually, let's get the grenade launcher. That was a lot of loot.
I recognize this. Dead set on screwing this place up, too.
Can we go into this, or... no? I feel like I'm missing something somewhere. I don't think we gotta go near that. Oh, yeah, we are drowning in energy ammo. Hi, guys. Bye, guys.
We are victorious.
Hmm. Whoa. What is even happening to me? Okay, we talked to you.
Queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
These glands are gross. Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
What's Charon?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Let's do it. And let me just double check. Are we seriously just done here? We're not going to get all the science weapons, and we're not really set to use them anyway, but let's see if we can find one here, because why not?
We got trouble.
Hello?
Everyone all right?
Just sitting there for the taking. Spiffy. Use of this terminal for leisure activity is a violation of Employee Indenture Contract Clause 227.1c, time theft. Fines will be levied accordingly. Okay, this is some information on Scylla itself. Scylla preliminary survey results. We've completed our initial survey, and I have to admit that your hunch was right. I owe you a lunch next time I'm on Terra 1. We barely started our survey before we uncovered a mineral vein with high densities of yttrium and scandium. There's a limit to how much my team can extract in these pressure suits. Get us a terraformer and some prospecting mechanicals, and this little venture of ours is going to make us all rich. I hope the weather on Terra 1 isn't getting you down. I hear our permanent facility on Hephaestus is almost ready for habitation. Day 127. Thanks for rushing us that replacement part, Linda. My team got the former repaired, and it's busy churning out O2 again. Did you have to send one loaded with seed stock? Damn grasses are triggering my allergies. Survey efforts continue. The initial vein we ran dry quicker than we hoped, but we're getting promising results from other locations. Density of scandium lower than first sight, but yttrium still at respectable levels. We had a board team out here last week scanning for signals from the Hope. We could all guess the results from how unhappy they looked. It's been 3 years since the board classified the ship as missing. You'd think we'd be over it by now. Thackeray. 268. Congratulations on your promotion. Youngest full VP in company history. Just promise me you won't promote that drill bit Needham to replace you. Bad news, Lynn. All the sites within the former dome have run dry. The mechanicals are bringing back good samples from beyond the retention field. I'll be sending you a requisition for a hauler to relocate the terraformer closer to the new sites. My team's heard that you arranged for some circus time traveling show to stop at our base. It was a big boost of morale. Can't wait for some entertainment out here. Then we have denial of site relocation. Thackeray, your request for site relocation on that useless rock is denied. You've had over a year to generate a profit. If you hadn't done it by now, it's not going to happen. And Evers is too busy to hide your incompetence. I don't want to hear any of your absurd excuses either. The terraformer failure was bad enough, but this drivel about primals running loose and damaging your equipment is the limit. The utter limit, do you hear? Operations at your site are terminated effective immediately. I've got a new site in mind for you. One of the rocks orbiting Hephaestus. Temps are cool, 170 degrees Celsius. You'll love it. Birthday... Wait. Okay. A visiting board team reminded me of the date. We should be celebrating your 42nd birthday today. I'd try and get you drunk with the latest Rizzo's concoction. You turn up your nose and say it was nowhere near as good as an earth wine. I don't know where you are, big sis. It's been 13 years since you entered hibernation, since the Hope started its journey. I don't know what happened, why you never got here. If the architect is kind, you didn't suffer. I think about you all the time. Every time one of the big interstellar conveyors blazes past, I look up and hope. Hope. Whoever named that damn ship should take a walk in the aether. So sorry. I never should have convinced you to sign the indenture contract and join me in Halcyon. I'll never stop thinking about you, Jules. Please forgive me. Ask about Sublight. Ask Linda for info on this Sublight company. That freighter captain claimed to work for them. Very strange ship. No corporate branding or colors. The captain didn't wear an approved uniform. Dealing with him left me feeling out of sorts. Had some interesting items for sale, though. Can't shake the feeling that they fell off the back of a conveyor. That captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger, then left before we discovered that damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranges is the number of bits in Harris's cart. It rearranges the number of bits in Harris's cart. Looks like some strange tech. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Yeah, that's the science weapon we picked up. And, we appear to be actually done here. Oh, wait, got a couple bit carts. Which is surprising. Oh, wait, I went to the wrong place.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
Sure, what do you need?
I was thinking about what you said afore, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
That's sweet. Can I help?
I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies.
Easy enough. We could head straight over.
Only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. because I want to come with.
Yeah, I had a sinking feeling I was missing something. Let's see if we can have a quick chat with everyone. Sam doesn't matter. Once you turn him on, you're basically done with him. Anyone else? The others I want to talk to real quick, see if there's any loose ends I want to tie up. Oh, hey. Stuff! Sparkling is this unit's middle name. Steeper designed to kill germs rather than people. Unlock the perk, clean sweep unlocks the perk, clean sleep for sweep for Sam. Bag of moldy sweetheart cakes. Rock hard and slightly discolored, these moldy Rizzoed sweetheart cakes are decades beyond their no more refunds after this date. It's lemony fresh. It's an air freshener. Full of modified tools with unique mechanical usages. Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger to a sawtooth blade. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Her body. I should have done this sooner, but eh. Mint condition. Most of these cards represent players from the Hephaestus Hammers and the Tile Backers. You're the one I need to talk to, because...
You caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
During the experience at the Hermit, you seemed, somewhat at odds with your mother.
I wouldn't say my parents disowned me, strictly speaking. But before they died, they accused me of thoughtlessly abandoning them. I couldn't understand it. I was only trying to make them proud by becoming a better vessel for the plan, to feel the joy they felt. I was so certain my potential was wasted as a laborer, and was willing to risk everything just to prove to them that they were wrong. I was lost, misguided.
Again about the book we picked up that's in French.
Boconu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Okay. There's Ellie.
So, we're just gonna march straight into Byzantium and acquire some rare chemicals right under the board's nose? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy.
Why do you say that?
Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is.
Phineas rescued me from the Hope. Least I can do is see this through.
That's one way of looking at it. Another is that he pulled you out of hibernation without your say-so and got you to do his dirty work. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
If Halcyon goes down, we all do. I'll do what I can to fix it.
Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
I'm a safety inspector. I'm not at the top. In fact, I'm not going to become some corporate lackey.
Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to.
Thanks for the advice.
Don't mention it, just speaking from experience. Anything else?
Alright. Ah, there's Felix.
Good to see you, boss.
Nothing to really talk about with him yet. Want to finish up Nyoko's quest, and then we gotta do some work back on the Groundbreaker. So, back to Monarch. We've been about everywhere you could here, so it doesn't matter too much where we land.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Wrong way. Let's bring Sam. We're going to need the heavy guns for this. Okay. Cascadia Turnpike would put me closest. I have a lot of grenades. Probably lean on this thing a bit more.
Whew. Here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well, I'm ready. Yeah. Right?
Chiron. I hear something.
Take out the trash. Toxin neutralized. Steve's performance evaluation is sterling.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
Love you there. I hate that smell.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
You built all this base?
We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Teenager? Out here in the Monarch Wilderness?
Believe me, I had my complaints. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
Tell you what doesn't belong. The bugs. Let's clear them out, shall we?
Invasive contaminants detected.
Oh, I am overburdened. Okay, that's all I needed. Fire both abilities. This is going to get pretty ugly.
Industrial stage. Corpse detected.
Overloaded again, no problem. Just But anything in armor I could live without. Definitely gotta do some selling when I hit Groundbreaker again.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Of course, though I actually think you should hold on to medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
They'll help remind you of the good and the bad, both the good and the bad. Not just the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
I probably need to leave the cave before I can fast travel. Okay. Go back to the unreliable. We're going to the groundbreaker. Oh, and you know what? Kind of a terrible idea, but store the unique weapons because why not? I'm overloaded a bit, but whatever. Groundbreaker's safe, and I'm probably not too far from the store.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Pravati has to come with me for this part. I feel slightly stupid for doing this.
Heard you've been working for Sublight. Lilia takes good care of us.
You guys got ammo again? Yes, you do.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge, a soft, sour candy shell covered on a sweet purpleberry flavored center. Subject, chewing.
This guy actually mentioned having soap earlier, so I should have a quick talk to him. Plus, I can trade. I need to offload a bunch of stuff.
Just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner.
Let's see what we got for
Have a
sale.
look.
And suddenly I have a lot of overhead again. Oh.
You should give our latest product a try. Ollie Ollie Toxi-Free. Now with activated charcoal. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice.
What do you sell here?
Anything and everything. Whatever you want. We got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too.
Show me what you got then.
Have a look.
tarmac and cheese. It's not real tarmac or real cheese. That's unnerving. Water without the hydrogen or oxygen. All right. Back here, and then we can go looking for soap.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Okay. Oh, hi again.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
My engineer's looking to do some deep cleansing. Wants to impress Chief Junlei.
I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
You got a preference, Pravati?
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny-miny-moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
How about mock apple and cinnamon? Pravati's sweet, just like a pie.
Captain?
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear.
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Just out of curiosity.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Looks like it's right through here, and I could theoretically just hack my way in.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll pay you to look the other way.
Watch out! We're almost exposed.
Okay. So, I know crouching puts me into sneaking mode. I think it's behind that door, so... Oh, gotta press control.
What was that?
Oh, careful.
What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
Just be careful next time.
What the? Think I heard some. Huh. Guess I'm getting paranoid.
Where is that coming from?
What was that?
Oh, you are in for it now.
Okay, this wasn't the right door anyway. Hmm. I just found a squatter's den. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. As far as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live, and if no one agrees to take me on as crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. Hmm. Ah, there's where I came from.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
It's not like I can use it anyway.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate tower?
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
Notice you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
How's that possible?
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception.
That's inhuman.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
So, there's your soap.
Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
Sorry, we'll figure it out.
Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
We actually need to go to Stellar Bay, so we'll just go there directly.
Orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. Please avoid damaging yourself or others while you're...
So far, so good, Retro. We seem to be in late game. I'm kind of mopping up some loose ends before I hopefully hit level 25, and then I'm going to Gorgon. Because after the DLC, all that's left is Byzantium. Right now, we're helping Pravati get ready for a date. Also, we got higher than the Pope about half an hour ago. Good times.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome fee for that.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
I'll make a save after this conversation just to be safe. Weird. I hadn't heard of that. Then again, I hadn't... The most I really looked into this game as of late was to see how far along I was. Because we actually started this stream by doing Scylla. It's a lot smaller than I expected. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to startle you.
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rats spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
My engineer's looking to get a dustback casserole. Can you cook one of those?
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. Before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
I have plenty of money and I don't want to be a jerk to her.
You got it. I got all the ingredients. Should only take about an hour in the oven. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
I was expected to have to, like, go get stuff. Disk space-wise, it's pretty big. If you're talking about, like, how long to beat it, I think puts it at, depending on how much you do it, somewhere like 20 to 40 hours. Okay, now we gotta go region. We need to check the Rizzo's town. That's Cascadia. Also, hi, Alden. Oh, man. I remember when I was little and had dial-up. Downloading levels for Doom. At most, it was like, what? 1 or 2 MB? It'd take a good long while on dial-up. Oh, did you read up something on it?
The dustback casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste.
Oh my god.
Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain.
So what they'll do is they'll just climb forever, and then when the conversation ends, they just fall and take all that falling damage. Oh man, I'm starting to wish there was a way to set this up because I'd want to see it in action. That said, I bet there's YouTube videos. You're welcome. Shouldn't you get ready for Junlei now?
Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing.
Oh, that's what the... I don't allow links, I'm sorry. Tell you what, link it on Twitter, and I'll be sure to retweet it, and anyone who's watching this, stop by my Twitter later, I'll make sure to have it up. Yeah, okay, and I'll link it later on Twitter for everyone who's curious about it. Thanks, Retro. You have anything particular in mind?
I don't have a head for fashion, and I can't really picture myself in something clean and pretty. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium, Jolicoeur's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that.
Alright, we'll swing by when we can.
Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best.
Also, let me tab out for a moment. I just want to check. The layout's new. I want to make sure everything's working right. Chat's active, so I want to make sure it's going where it should go. Oh, hello. My chat seems to be a little confused. How'd you end up over there? There we go. Yeah, last week I had a weird freak out on this stuff. Okay, that should fix it. Weird how that happened. Let's see. You know what? Let's see what happens. I don't know if the game specifically... We're close to 25. I wouldn't... If the game will let me, I would not mind going to Gorgon a little bit early. So let's see what happens if I try to go there. So if it's about the tweet with the bug Retro mentioned, like I said, he's sending it to me. I'll make sure it pops up on my Twitter later. Should be a link below the stream.
That tickles. How odd. No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment.
Ada, I'm right here and you're going to get me banned from Twitch. So, can I go to Gorgon? This is, faster than I expected. Again, I thought Scylla was going to be a lot longer.
Status report. 13 jobs scheduled for area maintenance.
So how are you guys doing? You know what? Because I think it's funny, we're sending in Sam and Max.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not gone straight from the path.
Well, we're not known for going where we're told, but we'll see what we can do.
You're, what the hell?
I've never seen a more effective argument against blindly following a preordained plan.
What the, what? Actually, excuse me for just a brief moment here. I think it was. Going by Max's commentary, I don't think that's a bug. I think that's deliberate. He didn't die? You okay, bud? Hello? And here I was going to try to loot him. Plus, an RPG. What'd you expect from me? Okay. We go with this now. Sure. That was... Okay. This is going to be a trip, isn't it?
People will go to extraordinary lengths to define themselves, won't they? This is just a facade to hide behind. This place has the distinct feeling of a crypt.
Hello? Looks like we want to go upstairs. And this door? I guess it doesn't matter.
Huh? Apparently not. Well, join me for a drink, Mr. Whoever you are.
I mean, I can take it, so okay.
So who the devil are you?
Alex Hawthorne, dashing space captain, smuggler, and free spirit.
You certainly paint a picture, and I'm certainly intrigued. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass to Gorgon.
I'll be solemn about it. To Gorgon.
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star.
That was a nice touch.
I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short. Call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
I'm here about a severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Does the name Lucky Montoya mean anything to you?
Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
The more lost we feel, the more we put on a show for others.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
Sorry about your loss.
Thank you. But the people in my orbit come and go all the time. Occupational hazard. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
What were you two doing?
Settling an old score. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
I don't believe you thought this through. Or much else for that matter.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
Well, I mean, I brought the DLC for a reason. Are you seriously offering me the dead guy's job?
I don't think he'll mind if that's your concern.
How likely am I to wind up like your old freelancer?
The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice? Of course, Gorgon is a treacherous place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
Excuse me a moment, my cat is staring at me. There you go, Fritz. There you go. Just don't come into my lap. I'm a little busy now, okay? But there you go. There you go. Go on.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Why would they lie?
Why, indeed? To cover up their crimes? To discredit someone who knew too much? I'm hoping you can find out for me. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
No. We've just been over this. Please don't hop up. Okay, little fella, please don't hop up. Tell me about your mother.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one. Naive and irresponsible as I was.
Yikes. What'd she want, a fully grown lab assistant?
I don't know what would have made Mother happy. After a while, I stopped trying to find out.
Sounds like she was pretty consumed by her work.
It was difficult on us, but not so difficult for her. Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle.
What do you think happened on Gorgon?
I don't know. And Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
Must be someone who knows what happened on Gorgon.
No doubt someone is out there who could talk. Someone involved in Mother's research. Someone paid for their discretion. Then again, why pay for silence when you can buy it for the low cost of a bullet? That's the Spacer's Choice way. The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed. I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambrose name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
Look, I'm going to be honest for a moment. If it was the Spacer's Choice way, the bullet would be plastic and the gun would explode in your hands. Anyway, are you interested in justice, revenge, or both?
Neither. It's vindication I want. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault.
Hold on.
I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Just a moment. Apologies if you can hear the meowing. Fritz is being a little demanding. Also, yes, I have a cat named Fritz. I don't know what they were thinking when they named him. Look, I really can't have you jumping up. I'm a little busy right now, okay? Okay? Danger and corporate intrigue. Sounds like my kind of job.
I admire your enthusiasm. This manor has echoed with my own we, and I can feel you breathing new life into the walls. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
What can I expect to face on Gorgon?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
What did you tell Lucky about this job?
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why?
Just making sure I have what I need.
Still, you're smart to ask.
Hi.
Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure you listen to any of my advice. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain?
I'll be careful.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start. Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
What's the catch? There's always a catch.
Catch? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse. Believe me, that's enough. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
Maybe you don't need to hear this from me, but I'm sorry about your mother.
Spacer's Choice should be the one apologizing, but thank you. Sincerely. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
SAM units cannot perform any jobs that have not been accepted by the registered customer.
Don't worry about us. We're well versed in helping ourselves to anything that's not nailed down.
I'd laugh, but it's true. I've picked up a bad habit of just kind of looting anything I come across. Okay, let's get this level done. That's maxed Intimidate, but what else do I want to do? Improve your weapons and armor in a workbench. You know what? I guess boosting tech could be nice. Okay, let's start with Sam. Stand your ground. Planned intervention could be good if things go sideways. Make a quick save, and then I actually need to take a quick bio break, so if everyone could just excuse me for a minute or two, I'll be right back.
Try Sam for your cleaning needs, because our units are spotless.
Oh, that's cool. Didn't know the game ever did that. Okay. Hmm. I think he's stuck. Actually, don't we have a bench in here?
Definitely won that round.
You always seem to, huh?
That's because I'm usually right.
Next time I work the scorecard.
Hmm. So how high can I send this stuff? Okay. Looks like 25 is as high as I can go. But I mean, I might as well. No, this one only goes to level 20. Interesting. Oh, because I ran out of bits. Okay. Looks like I'll have to calm down on buying ammo for a bit, but...
We are now in orbit above Gorgon. I'll lock up behind you.
I mean, these two is a bit redundant. You look as a good backup to bring.
Analyzing location. The Sprat Shack. Error. Furman suction nozzle not attached. This unit is unprepared for specialized eradication procedures.
Oh, is that the manor up there? Huh. You know what? Lower threat generated just to keep her out of trouble.
Experiencing evacuation anxiety? Spacer's Choice recommends Zero G Brew. A name that's good for what ails you.
If I had enough hack, I can make it shut up. Why is this thing leading me?
If you would like to board a vessel, please have your emergency departure papers ready.
Hmm.
Come here. Let's have a chat.
What's up?
All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
I'm just gonna do this.
Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation.
Alex Hawthorne, ne'er-do-well.
Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
What do you mean when you said people had, changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
What happens when people change?
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Where exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Let me ask you something else.
Just don't ask me to dance.
Is it an option? No. What do you do around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
Well, I hope you look the other way just this once.
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects. Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
Okay, see you
Stay
around.
cool.
since I had a good trip of kale. Just got it on tap.
We didn't wipe our feet. Hope that's okay.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
Spectrum vodka. I want to see colors and lots of them.
Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage.
Actually, I came for a journal.
Can't help you there. This ain't exactly a library. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
Excuse me there. You know anyone by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Office of Creative Incubation.
That's where the top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
I mean, that just kind of sounds like what you'd call the cloning bats. What happened?
You really want to hear my story? Lol, most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
Go on.
Get this. The canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
How'd you know it belonged to Lucky?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne. I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
The arm made it to me. I'm Hawthorne's next of kin. Sort of.
No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days. I'm glad I was here to see this confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
Where was Lucky staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
So you run this place?
Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge.
So Sublight owns the Sprat Shack now?
Yes and no. Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea.
Dare I ask why Sprat owns the bar?
See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat. If there were any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
Now I'm just starting to wonder what the life expectancy of a given Sprat is. Odds are they're dead and we've got a problem. It's dead already and we've got a problem. How would you even know which Sprat is the right one?
Easy. His name's Matt. The beautiful thing is, no one could tell Matt Sprat apart from an ordinary vermin. I think that's kind of the point, to send the authorities on a wild Sprat chase.
I guess I'll try not to step on him if I happen by the Groundbreaker.
I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. The Sprat Shack's gone through a lot of title holders over the years. As far as business arrangements go, this one's a head-scratcher, but They say it's all above board, so that's what matters.
Excuse me again. Does Spacer's Choice mind that you're squatting in their warehouse?
Yes and no. We're doing a lot more than squatting. We're classing up the joint, keeping the riffraff outside where it belongs. They didn't even serve drinks until I arrived. Talk about wasted potential.
Can you answer any question without starting with yes and no? Just go say yes and no in 3, 2, 1.
Yes and no.
Thank you.
Again, that one was Hagen's idea. She told me that speaking in vague terms keeps you out of trouble. And I don't want any trouble in my place.
How do you get supplies in and out?
Thirsty people come and go from all over the colony. Mostly on the way to somewhere better. Some are well connected. And not everyone pays with bits. That's how we get the unconventional goods anyhow. Sublight keeps us well stocked with the essentials, by which I mean booze.
With how often they crop up, I'm getting a weird feeling that Sublight's the real power in Halcyon. I mean, sure, the corps technically own the place, which means the board, but Sublight seems to be the real go-to amongst the average Joe. What do you know about Gorgon?
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say Adrenatime came from here, just down the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
Any idea why Spacer's Choice shut Gorgon down?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, Adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touched the stuff. To each their own, but I think it's dangerous.
Salvagers must be making a fortune off Gorgon.
Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs. Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open, we're just sifting through dirt.
You know, they mentioned the drugs, but I don't think they can match what that one woman's got on Scylla. That stuff was a trip. Would any of your regulars have more information about Gorgon?
Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab.
What's Roscoe's story?
He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. And I guess no one's coming to get him.
Poor bastard. You looking out for him?
Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be all right. He's with the family now, and we take care of our own.
Why did he get left behind?
He didn't tell me, and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep. If you believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it.
What can you tell me about Lenora?
Nice lady. Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're open to a side gig.
You know if she spoke with Lucky Montoya at all?
Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her.
Thanks for the tip.
What are friends for, eh?
No further questions.
You got it, bub.
I'm gonna have a look around.
I've got paying customers.
Something upstairs.
The
sharpest aesthetic reminds me of Fallbrook. These sublight folks really know how to overhaul a place.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Ah, who am I kidding?
Oh, it's Roscoe. Hi, Roscoe.
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
Talk to her. She mentioned you were some kind of journalist?
Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
How did a Byzantium journalist end up stuck in this backwater?
When the project fell apart, Spacer's Choice refused to extract me. They left me here to rot. Listen, I hate asking for handouts, but my back's against the wall here. If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Helping out old bastards is 80% of my job. What do you need?
You know, that reminds me. I don't think you've ever actually paid me.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Why is that?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
This is what I'd expect, but I can't actually say it. Okay, what's that got to do with me?
I stashed my interviews around Gorgon when everything went haywire. And now there's about 5 million marauders between me and them. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
It's your lucky day, Roscoe. I'll get those recordings for you.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Got it. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
All right, easy enough. The others?
The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
Got it. I'll be back.
Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lawfully mine, you tangle-footed dimwit.
Bring it up, you two. I've heard more than enough of your shit for one day.
Hi there. Okay. Been a while. Good time for a manual save. Decent sized map here.
preparing for extermination.
Hmm. Wait up. Oof. Dude got his head chopped off when the field went up. Doesn't look like there's any way for me to get past this, unfortunately. Okay. I just saw how many healing supplies I have, and it's kind of ridiculous.
They brought mana swords.
No, thanks.
As I was telling you, they brought mana swords with them. The hell's wrong with these people?
You know what's a joke, customer? What we make out of the dirty competition. No other automechanical unit simultaneously sanitizes, neutralizes, dices, and slices, and removes built-up stains like Sam.
Actually, a cool detail. That statement she got interrupted in earlier, and she picked it up again after the fight with an extra quote to note she got interrupted. Neat. I really should be using this more. I am drowning in stuff.
Initiating ocular measurement.
Okay.
Measurement complete. Ocular identification failed. Access denied. The Office of Creative Incubation is currently experiencing a lockdown event.
Okay. Yeah, it's a neat little detail. Do I, need to go pick up someone's head?
Close call. I thought I knew the OCI backwards and forwards. The Marauders got a way of finding every nook and cranny on this rock. OCI. Fancy joint. Smells like Wentworth's and leather. A real slice of Byzantium. You don't set that up unless you're planning something big. Adrena time? Sure. But something tells me there's more to the story. Got a hunch to follow up on near the old mines. I'm leaving this here, in case I gotta come back.
Let's continue down the road for now.
Customer, were you aware that these ancient skeletal remains have not...
These two are talking.
I'm telling you, this isn't the rock. We need to turn back.
This is the spot. Now keep your eyes peeled. The dead drop is at the foot of the alpaca, he said. And this is the alpaca.
Llama.
What was that?
It's a llama we're after, sir, not an alpaca. And this is neither.
Llama, alpaca, same thing.
Llama.
They aren't the same at all, sir. Believe it or not.
Enough! We've got company. Out with it then? Who are you?
What happened to your face? What's going on here?
We're on the hunt for a package. It's supposed to be at the foot of this handsome-looking alpaca-shaped rock.
Llama?
I'm worried Rex might have changed. I've heard enough. It sounds like you need help finding this package.
That won't be necessary. I have everything under control.
Could have fooled me.
First mate, this is a llama, and that's an order. Now find me that package. It's around here somewhere.
Hey, hear me out. You and I both know this isn't a llama.
Your captain needs to get his eyes checked.
Not to mention his ego, his judgment, and his spine. If you backtrack and take the right-hand fork, I could have sworn I saw the rock there already. Captain wouldn't let us stop because the beak wasn't sharp enough to be a llama.
What? He really doesn't know what a llama looks like, does he?
Bingo. He won't even let us turn around because he's dug his heels into this fossil story. His pride is all tangled up in it. We're not getting off Gorgon without that package. If you can find the llama and the goods, you can have my cut of the take. I don't care. I just want out of here.
Yeah, well, what the heck is the difference between a llama and an alpaca anyway?
Alpacas are cowards.
Got it. I'll see what I can track down for you.
Don't let me down. That llama is my ticket out of here.
Actually, wait. Fast travel, I can cut some of the walking out. Okay, so you want to go... Hmm. No, not again. Freaking mines. Oh, right. I have AoE resistance, so it's not as bad if I end up blowing myself up with my own grenades. That's what that perk is for. Okay.
This area has been sanitized.
Gonna ask about what? Why I'm not taking much damage from my own explosions? Yeah, there's a... Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here we go. Yeah, thick skin here. Less plasma damage, but more importantly, less AoE damage. Sneaky could probably be fun. I went huge carrying capacity, lots of tanky stuff. My primary skills are Intimidate and Heavy Weapons. The fun thing about Heavy Weapons is, maxed out, you never reload again. It's just not a thing anymore. I do not reload. And to help both with Intimidate, I maxed Charm and Strength. Decided not to turn any stats down, since doing so tends to lead to some nasty stuff happening. Especially if you do Intelligence, because then you're stuck with the idiot options.
This ain't right. These folks never had a chance.
The other thing that probably helps with the whole not blowing myself up thing is I am wearing some really heavy armor. Like the heaviest I could find.
As I was saying, this ain't right. These folks never had a chance.
So I am so tanked out, I'm just kind of ridiculously hard to hurt in general. To Captain B. Babbage and crew, from a friend, handle with care. Worrying. Honestly, if I played this again, I probably want to walk through, because I already know I screwed up some of the stuff needed for the best ending. So if I ever played again, I'd probably want to do that. And maybe do a science weapons-based build so I can muck around with those things.
Any luck tracking down that llama? Technically, it's the package I'm after, but you get what I mean.
I found this sitting by a llama-shaped rock.
That's it! Oh, I can't wait to rub this in my dumb captain's face.
This should be entertaining.
See here now? What's all this talk about?
We got the package. And guess what? It was where I said it would be. And this fossil? It's not a llama. Not a llama at all.
I believe I owe you an apology, First Mate.
What?
It's true. I wouldn't know an alpaca from a raptidon, and as a captain, that's a mark against my good name. Can you ever forgive me?
Llama.
I don't know what to say.
I'll start. Thank you, stranger.
A good captain knows when to admit they're wrong. Well done.
I suppose he's right. Maybe I was too quick to dismiss your leadership, sir.
First Mate, what say we put this awful business behind us with a round at the Sprat Shack? First one's on me.
Llama?
Here's my cut. I'd say you've earned it. And here's a little something extra for your time.
The pleasure was all mine, First Mate.
Be seeing you, and thanks again.
Llama.
So what, you're thinking like persuade and build around science weapons? Yep, make sure because I'm on the wrong quest. Yeah, that sounds like it could be fun. The social abilities are nice in this game, and I like that they have combat uses. Like, I can scare the poop out of people with Intimidate. I had a dude's arm just fall in front of me. Wow. Turn around. What you're looking for is behind you. Primals. Huh. Okay, I actually got to take a hit. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I have 83 more hits where that came from, I hadn't needed healing much, so it kind of all piled up. And the other ammo's starting to build back up. Okay. starting to get the sense that I missed something somewhere. Because we're 2 for 2 on the door being sealed right now. Not that's terrible. I mean, fast travel means whenever we figure it out, we could just hop back here in an instant. So it's not a total loss. Still. What did I miss? You know what? Okay, that's the mistake I made. Picking up his trail might give me what I need to get around a bit better, and then I can start doing stuff. Several riskies in and a few bits short last night. Gave Lex the maintenance room key while I was scrounge up what's owed. Note to self, pay up and get it back before you go back to OCI. Okay, there was another one. Day 1, Spacer's Choice may have left in a hurry, but they didn't forget to lock the doors on the way out. Most of the facilities are sealed up tighter than a top runger's safe. Time to do some digging. Day 6, caught a break today. Met a scavenger who claims to be a salesman for Spacer's Choice. Sold me a key to the office of creative incubation. Let's just say this guy's about as loose as a sprat as in a Rizzo's factory. But I'm spending Minnie's bit, so I can't afford to take a chance. Day 7, it worked. Clarence mostly, whoever you are, I'm drinking to you tonight. Day 10, Olivia Ambrose's office and journal ought to be in this Synthesis and Manufactory Center. The bad news is it's sealed up and at the ass end of a canyon. Good news is I should be able to open it from the Bigwig's admin terminal in OCI. Day 13, OCI is crawling with marauders, and I've got a few other leads to chase down. Could be nothing, but my gut tells me there's more to this place than a missing journal. Try and turn over a few rocks and see what crawls out. I'm leaving the OCI key in the safe. The combo is 4815. Thank you. We need that eye.
I really hope this ain't a sign of things to come.
I could see that working. You give I mean, as far as I can tell, these guys, your companions have unlimited ammo, so go ahead and give them the biggest, meanest weapon you got. Ammo type be damned, and you're good. Something in me says make a save. Oh, yeah, I get out of here before I'm allowed to fast travel. Okay, okay. Also, a quick moment to check, make sure chat's still okay. Yeah, we're good. Excuse me if I seem a little paranoid. This layout I'm using is very new, and last week when I played this game, it glitched out on me, and I'm still occasionally stumbling across bits I need to fix. Hopefully it's all under control now, though.
I've eaten my fair share of Terrorize, but I'm still gonna come out and say it. This mission is gross.
Setting clean mode to sensitive care.
Initiating ocular measurement.
Let's show him the preserved eye.
Measurement complete. Ocular identification complete. Welcome, Clarence Mostly. Access granted. Welcome to the Office of Creative Incubation.
So if he's mostly Clarence, what's the rest of them?
Sparkly.
But I've already got 53. Messages. Reception procedure and protocol. Okay, after some deliberation, I've decided to update your standard procedure and protocol while we operate the front desk. Commit the following to memory. Do greet visitors and workers with a smile. Do mention Spacer's Choice brand products and services in your daily greetings. Do monitor and report extended laboratory breaks. Don't mention our surveillance and security system to arriving visitors. Don't talk about the incident. Don't let any auditors into the upper floor under any circumstances. Failure to adhere to protocol number 6 will result in a demerit on your permanent record. I don't mean to be harsh with you, McKay. You're part of our family too. Regards. Can't unlock the showcase. Actually, I probably could if I brought Max with me, but he's not here.
Keen skills? Spacer's Choice security folks can't hit the broadside of a mannequin.
Keep your aim steady and your trigger finger at the ready. Adrena time brings out the hero in you.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take Adrena time.
Oh.
Proudly located in the bloodstream of the entire Spacer's chosen tossball team. Adrena time, putting the performance in performance-enhancing drugs.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take Adrena.
I'm seeing entrances behind it. I wonder if I can loop around back there and get in.
Let sleep rob you of your life. Cut your resting hours in half and double your productivity with Adrena time.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take Adrena time.
So it's been established that this is where they make this stuff. With the weird observation that they abandoned this place, yet the Adrena time still hit market. Hmm. I still think it's neat that the pianos play the title theme. What the heck? Do I want to know? Hey, there's a guy. Probably try to kill me if I got in, but still, interesting. Oh, yep, there he is.
Down they go.
Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on here.
This body has not been disposed of in a board-approved waste receptacle. Printing citation ticket 9554-PKF.
Be ready for anything.
Interesting. Oh. Okay, all marauders. What do I do? Inebriation procedure and protocol mandated by OCI Cerebral Committee. Feeling lethargic after a long day of creative inebriation, having trouble shooting down the bird of inspiration, let Spacer's Choice help you steady your aim. A selection of company-approved libations are available for purchase. Medicate your creative paralysis with Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew. Footnotes: all purchases will be deducted from your pay. Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew official slogan to be decided. Can't open the entry.
Huh? You hiding? Here they come.
There we are. Okay, now that I'm getting the hang of it, I kind of like this gun. No, wait. Got a bit to cart. So what do we got here? Security notice. Notice, by order of Lawrence Goodfellow, auditorium projector room must remain sealed until further notice. Please answer any inquiries by visiting auditors with the following pre-approved message. Mr. Goodfellow is excited to inform you that our projector room is undergoing upgrades in preparation for our grand quarterly report presentation. We thank you for your patience. Please return to the reception desk and request a complimentary bottle of Zero-G brew. Got memos. On auditing. Excuse me. Drink time. Excuse me. Bit tried to go down the wrong pipe. On auditing. Dear Sir and or Madam, if you are reading this memo, you are the designated concierge of this auditorium. Please commit the following message to your memory when guiding auditors along a tour of our office. What is an auditorium? Spacer's Choice Manual Definitions describes an auditorium as a place where auditing takes place. Here you will enjoy all the familiar, low-cost, budget-friendly amenities that make Spacer's Choice the leading brand in affordable entertainment. Satisfy your posture in our semi-reclining chairs, enjoy a moderately cold bottle of Zero-G brew, relax as you enjoy the special presentation of the Project Gorgon Quarterly Review, brought to you by the Office of Creative Incubation. Then it says, no report this quarter. Everyone, going to be blunt, because I want you to understand the gravity of the situation. Someone, or several someone, sabotaged our quarterly reports. They're all gone, irretrievably damaged. The Cerebral Committee's putting their heads together to come up with a solution. We hope to have one before the auditors arrive. In the meantime, here's what I need you all to do. Do not, under any circumstances, talk about the sabotage to anyone outside our office. We need to soften the language. Studies show that repeated use of the word sabotage can incite sabotage in people who lack moral fiber. I'm not taking any chances. I need you to all come up with an alternative way of describing the sabotage. Something like the incident, but not so obvious. Lawrence Goodfellow, management. Reply, no report this quarter. We've received all your suggestions. After much deliberation, the Cerebral Committee has unanimously voted to refer to the sabotage incident as the incident. Interesting. So there was sabotage here. You know what? Because I must be... It's in here somewhere and I have to find it. Interesting. Must be down a floor.
Notice.
Or here.
Scrubber heads require self-cleaning.
Where do they come from, Dr. Ambrose? They come from Tartarus, don't they?
They do.
Why the reluctance? Providing life-affirming employment to the indigent, the criminally indigent? Well, that's a social good, don't you agree?
I have a staff meeting to attend. Excuse me.
You know, I find it kind of amusing that we're picking up audio logs. Because we managed to go the whole game without really encountering audio logs. Mind, I'm not knocking the game for it. It makes perfect sense. Because we are picking up recorded interviews, so... You know, it's not like your normal game where it's like, oh, hey, I might as well record my dying message here because, I don't know. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of it. Right, right. I'm gonna guess the plasma carbine is a long gun. Yeah. Sometimes I think I should have aimed for long guns instead of heavy, but this works too. This says I'm not done in here yet. Good thing I switched back. Bit of a maze here. I can see the stairs where I can go further up over that way. Hmm. Oh, I see. So gotta get back to the auditorium. There, I can go back here. Okay.
Incoming!
Well, that was unfortunate. Well, I was taking the game autosaves every once in a while. Hopefully I'm not. We're cool. It's not too far back. Get this out because we're going for something above me.
Oh, you are...
All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Quick moment to check equipment. Ooh, we're getting some better helmet. And much better armor. Oh, this is good. Better manual save at this point then. Here, I need to go up one more floor. Sealed. Hmm.
Incoming, Captain! You make it dirty. Went all right.
Archives. Memo 312. Herbie, take a memo. Actually, hang on, let me get a cigarette. Alright, take a memo. I want to personally walk down to HIA and wrap my hands around the necks of every single law-forsaken excuse for a researcher whose indenturement contracts we were stupid enough to sign. Who signed those anyway? Were they drunk at the time? Why are we hiring researchers who can't deliver the test results we want? Am I crazy? Is this an unreasonable expectation? Is supply and demand a foreign concept to these people? When I request a 0G brew, I expect a moderately cold glass of something reasonably alcoholic in my hand, slapped with a Spacer's Choice brand. When I request test results, I expect to see scientifically proven, medically verified evidence that adrenatime is a miracle drug. I don't ask for a long list of dangerous side effects, I ask for adjectives. I can't turn high rate of violent confusion into marketing copy, Herbie. What in the law's name am I supposed to do if side effects include paranoia and suicide? I mean, have you seen modern drug ads? Just say it all very, very quickly. HIA just screwed us with our pants on. The Cerebral Committee's losing their collective mind. Now I need to go pat them all on the shoulder and wipe away their sad little tears and tell them everything's going to be all right. Why are you still typing? Don't put that down. I was just rambling. And there's 313. Herbie, take a memo. Getting real sick of Clarence Mostly. Remind me again why we brought him on this project? He's not part of the Spacer's Choice family. He's never been a part of the Spacer's Choice family. The Mostleys, what do they do again? Oh yeah, they peddle furniture. I'm manager at Halcyon's most recognizable brand name and affordable goods and services. I don't need management advice from some guy whose family designed my footstools. Actuaries should stick to actual work. Don't go ever advising me to turn the screw on Jasper Law and those lab coats at Chem. I know what I'm doing. Hang on, I need a cigarette. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, take a memo. We need to turn the screw on Jasper Law and all those lab coats at Chem. I want you to draft up an official order. Tell Chem, hang on, let me think. Yeah, tell Chem they need to fire 1 in 10 researchers and that we're slashing their deadlines in half. It's a Roman solution. We could learn a lot from them. Romans. Pretty much invented discipline. Yeah, okay, we saw this one already.
Processing, performing,
Incoming!
You could fit whole families in here.
Wait, what the hell did I just grab that's giving me a tutorial warning? Interesting. Level 26, heavy ammo. Less DPS than the explosions, but... I mean, I am drowning in heavy ammo. Let's see what this thing does. And save. Okay, admin functions. Unlock synthesis and manufacturing center. Override the lockdown. Okay. Lowered executive lockdown must be overridden at ChemLab, human inquiry and auditing. Messages. Incoming. Seize all recordings, high priority. Bring them to me immediately, and for fuck's sake, don't let the journalist off the fucking asteroid. He found something dirty. Production schedule. You think you can hide from me, you little twerp? I know a serum that will make you feel as if you've lived 1,000 years in just 8 hours. How'd you like to spend the night in waste processing? Cheers, Ollie. Toxic-free rebranding. Change the fucking name, Lawrence. I don't care if the inbred simpletons at headquarters were just having a laugh. Customers don't know what it means. You may choose from a list of acceptable alternatives. Absorbitol, Chalatamax, Binditron, Metzitin. I'm pretty sure I pronounced most of those wrong. Outgoing messages. Radio documentary participating. Approved. Next time allow me to make this kind of announcement myself, Mr. Mosley. Hierarchy exists for a reason. Production schedule. Dr. Ambrose, great timing. I was just sending Herbie over to your department with a preliminary production schedule. As with so much of the work we do at OCI, the design of a production schedule is more of an art than a science. The timetables and milestones are less contractual obligation and more aspirational cartography. Production schedules. If you're receiving this message, I am currently unavailable. In my absence, I've instructed my secretary, Herbert Harrell, to reply to any incoming messages with this pre-approved response. Curiously, Lawrence.
I knew I heard a little weasel sniffing about. You'd best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here.
Interesting. Who the hell are you?
Call me the ghost of Gorgon. Or its warden. This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot.
That's the best argument you got? Don't.
Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten children, born of hubris and vanity.
Marauders were created? Those bastards!
They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency lockdown to keep them safe. Let the marauders die in peace, or I will make certain that you die with them.
Anyone remember the movie Serenity? Because I'm being reminded of that right now. Is that what this is? Looks like there's more to this job than I thought.
Damn right. Someone set a plague on our colony.
Whatever secrets are buried here, we'll root them out. Okay. I think we decided we're just going to push on tech. Not science, but I think we'll do engineering. We'll take the huge amount of extra carrying capacity. And let's make a good manual save. And it's like 10:59. I stop at 11. Let's send you guys somewhere. Oh, let me tab. Let's see who's doing something interesting here. And I will be continuing this Thursday because this is actually getting really interesting. And Friday I'll be playing something else. I'm thinking SteamWorld Heist. Seems like it would be a good B game. Let's see. Who's doing something? Who's doing what out here? You know what? From one first-person shooter to another, we've got Carbide playing Bioshock. Okay, set that up. Let it count down a few seconds. And, oh, yeah. I'll make sure Retro sent me that link. I will get it up on Twitter in a few moments. Anyway, I'll see everyone Thursday. Later.